Warriors bring it right side to Sanders. Sanders double teamed on the wing by Clemens and Manier. Gives it down low. Into the middle it comes to Crockett. Crockett's spin move is good. Marquise Crockett picks up his 6th point and tries to hush the crowd somewhat. Clemens, 3-on-2. Pulls up, 14-foot, good. Nice pull-up. Brent Clemens avoided the charge. And he kicks it back out to a 14-point lead. Michael Lane down the right side of the lane, puts a shot up and no good, but he's fouled on the play. As it's either going to be Manier.
It's Clemens, I think.
It is Clemens, you're right.
I think he got beat a little bit there on the first step and tried to compensate with a little grab.
Michael Lane has that quick first step, somewhat similar to Manier. Not as quick as Manier's, but similar type first step. And he'll go to the free throw line and shoot 2. First free throw is good. I didn't think that one was going to make it.
Well, he got a funny free throw style, but it put it right in there.
Checking back in the game is Adam Osborne, also big 33, Matt Canada, and Kevrick Frierson in the ball game, along with Jake Owen. So 4 new players in for Riverdale as Michael Lane stays in the game. Second free throw is off the back rim, no good.
Boy, did
Vaughn got shoved in the back. Kevrick Frierson comes up with it. His shot is up and no good. He's over the back again. Big block by Reese Davis again, but Riverdale pulls down the rebound, and Jake Owen puts
Riverdale
it up and
got
good.
away with about 4 fouls during that exchange, and they finally get the basket.
And that was just a two-handed shove in the back. Ball goes out of bounds, but last touch by Jake Owen.
Well, Clemens had enough steam on that one that went through Easterly's hands and off the head of Riverdale player under there, and he couldn't handle it either, Pat, and goes out of bounds.
Well, Clemens had a no-look pass, and Easterly thought he was going somewhere else, and he quit going for the ball. But anyway, Blue Devils have it. Manier back to the top to Hoffmeister, who's checking the ball game. Right side over to Clemens. Back to Manier. He'll pull one from 3 land. No good, as he might have gotten, the ball might have been tipped by the Warriors, and they come down with it. 1:33 to play in the third quarter. Lane on the left side to Frierson on the top. He's going to go down the lane. Puts it up. He's going to be fouled by Reese Davis. And that's 3 fouls now on Reese. So Frierson will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. His first free throw is good. Frierson 7 points on the ball game. Lanning and John Boyce back in the ball game. Reese Davis and Malcolm Manier will take a breather for Coach Randall Hutto. Hutto and his army of Blue Devils. Second free throw by Frierson is also good. And it's back to a 9-point lead. 55-46. Easterly across the timeline. Gives off to Lanning. Lanning to Hoffmeister as they set the offense. Hoffmeister left side to Lanning. Wants to go down low to Boyce. Can't do so, so comes to the top to Clemens. Clemens is going to be fouled by Frierson, and he picks up his 3rd personal.
Well, you wondered if that one was going to get called, but finally it did.
Finally is the right word. Lanning brings it about to Clemens. Down low, drops it off to Easterly. Easterly all the way under the basket, and the layup is good. 8 points now for Daniel Easterly. And the Blue Devils back out to a double-digit lead. Frierson on the top of the lane. Penetrates down the left side. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by Daniel Easterly. And the Blue Devils control. Hoffmeister across the timeline to Clemens on the right side. Clemens nowhere to go. Finally gives it off to Hoffmeister. Hoffmeister brushes off the defense by Lane. Goes right side to Clemens. Clemens lobbing to Easterly. Easterly is going to be called for traveling. Good call there as Easterly lost his footing and had to shuffle his feet a little bit. So the Blue Devils turn it over. But checking in the ball game will be Ted Montgomery for Riverdale. Also checking in will be Cheesebrew back in the ball game.
Well, the Riverdale coach complaining about something over there, Pat, but I don't think I've ever seen a team get away with as much coming across the back as Riverdale has tonight in both ball games.
All game.
Earlier in the earlier game and this one.
Frierson on top, left side of the lane. Michael Lane back out to Kevin Frierson, standing on the 3-point line, but he knocks down the shot anyway, and it's a 2. So Frierson picks up his 10th point of the ball game. as he was standing on the line when he took the shot. No doubt about that one being a 2-point field goal. Clemens, against the full court pressure, brings it across the timeline, right side for the Blue Devils. Gives it off to Hoffmeister. Hoffmeister pulls the trigger from three land. Off the rim, and it goes! Oh, it hit the front of the rim, bounces off the backboard, and falls down as the Blue Devils lead after three quarters, 60-48. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Dozen, 60-48. As Nathaniel Hoffmeister just hit an NBA three to end the quarter. Hoffmeister hit the front rim. It popped way up in the air, rattles and falls through for a good three, and the Blue Devils go from 9 ahead to 12 ahead, and we've got 8 minutes to play. And again, here's my main man tonight, and boy, do I appreciate you, Pat Lawson.
Anytime Clyde Harville is doing 2 games is just as easy as doing 1. You just don't, it doesn't hit you till the next morning.
I hear you.
Blue Devils will have it to start the fourth quarter, 60-48. As the Blue Devils looking to pick up their district title if they win out right here tonight and try to avoid the tie with White County. Manier has it for the Blue Devils. Gives it off to Matt Vaughn. Landing also in the ball game along with Reese Davis and Daniel Easterly. Vaughn dumps it down low to Easterly. Catches it on the block. Turn around. Puts it up and good. Nice move. Daniel Easterly keeps it above his head away from the defenders. And it's a 62-48 contest.
And again, a 14-point lead. Matches the biggest of the evening for the Blue Devils.
Montgomery throws it out of bounds as he tried to go left side over to Cheesebrew, and he just threw it completely out of bounds into the stands. So the Blue Devils will get it back.
And a big score right here would really be detrimental to Riverdale.
Vaughn, right side of Malcolm Manier, and almost taken away by Montgomery as he tried to make up for his last mistake.
Boy, Montgomery's a hustler, isn't he?
If he had just a little bit better shot, he could play at the next level.
He plays hard.
Lanning gets it in, or gets it back from the inbounds pass from Reese Davis, right side in front of the Blue Devil bench, down low. Easterly, turn around, 15-footer, and you can count it from there as Daniel Easterly. That's his spot, Clyde Harville.
Oh, you're right. That's his spot, and when he shoots it from there, he'll make 9 of 10.
Warriors bring it across the timeline. Montgomery against Lanning, left side over to Cheesebrew. Cheesebrew puts it over his head. Vaughn putting pressure on him. He penetrates baseline. Back to Montgomery. Wanting Cheesebrew to post up against Lanning. They come to Crockett on the top. Over to Sanders, down low to Cheesebrew. He turns around, shot is, oh, that finally fell through. That was a horrible looking shot, but it counts anyway. Cheesebrew picks up his 13th point. It wasn't pretty, but it was effective. Vaughn trying to get it across the timeline, does so. Gives it back to Easterly. Over to Lanning. In front of the Blue Devil bench.
Going to get a good shot now or kill some clock.
Vaughn has it. High post. Davis, 15-footer, in and out, no good. Rebound to Manier. His putback is no good. And it's Big Crockett, or excuse me, that's Frierson, comes down with the rebound to Sanders. Sanders, baseline, has it taken away for Vaughn, but they're going to get him on the reach-in foul. Third foul now on Matt Vaughn.
4th team foul on the Blue Devils this quarter, or this half. Riverdale has committed only 3. The big boy, Osborne, is back in, and Lane is back in the ball game. Montgomery will sit.
Lane will bring it in to Sanders. Back to Lane in the corner. Down low they go to Frierson. Frierson traveled, gets away with it, but puts the shot up and good. Thought he kind of shuffled those feet before he put the shot up, but apparently the men in stripes didn't think so. Vaughn back over to Lanning. Right side over Manier. Manier down low to Easterly. Easterly pump fake, puts it up. Shot no good. Rebound, and there's going to be a foul on the play. It should be on Frierson.
Well, it's going to be on Reese Davis.
Oh, they called it on Reese Davis.
But Easterly got fouled big time underneath.
I didn't see that, but Blue Devils would have called timeout. Clyde Harville, 5:46 to play in the game. The Blue lead by 12. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Owls up by 12. They have led by as many as 16 with 5:46 left to play in the ball game here. Pat Lawson doing a great job with the play-by-play, leading the Blue Devils to victory here, hopefully.
See, Clyde, that's what the Blue needed.
Tournament champion.
They were on a 2-game losing streak. Finally, I had to step in and do something about it.
And now they're going to, well, if they hang on,
hopefully we can hang on with 5:45 to play.
If they hang on, I'll concede that to you.
I guess I'll get a district title.
Yeah.
Riverdale will have it. 5:46 to play. The Blue Devils lead by 12. Manier, Lanning, Easterly, Vaughn, and Reese Davis in the ball game. But the Warriors have it. They go down low to Sanders. His 6-footer is good. So just like that, it's back to a 10-point ball game.
Well, Riverdale, as we told you earlier, won't go away.
Oh, they're not going to go away.
Keep playing.
Lanning across the timeline. Goes all the way down the middle lane. Dumps it down to Easterly. Layup, good.
Speed by Lanning to Easterly. That's pretty basketball.
Fantastic pass. Heads up play by Lanning. And it's back to a 12-point bulge. Left side, Cheesebrew puts it up and good. And now the Warriors want to call timeout. They try to stop the clock with a 10-point lead. Let's pause for 30 seconds. We'll be back after this short timeout. Country Morning Show, Zach Bennett back in the station, bringing you Blue Devil and Devilette basketball. Clyde the Devilettes get another big district win, 66-52 over the Lady Warriors of Riverdale. Big ball game tonight as...
Boy, it's been a few years since the Devilettes have beaten Riverdale.
9 players, or all the players that played in the ball game, scored for the Blue Devils. For Coach Barbara Howell was speaking to her between games, and she was really happy with the way they played tonight, as you can imagine so. Lanning gets it inbounds to Manier. Manier down the left side for the Blue Devils. Pulls up, 15-foot, bottom. 22 now for Malcolm Manier, as he just kind of threw that one down from about 15 feet away, and it's back to a 12-point lead. Sanders on the baseline for Riverdale. Back out to Cheesebrew. Cheesebrew penetrates. Kicks it off to Montgomery. Montgomery down the lane to Osborne. Back out to Montgomery, as they want to set the offense to get the shot they want. Montgomery penetrates, pulls up, running 6-footer, no good, and Easterly gets the rebound. He's going to be fouled by Kendrick Frierson.
Well, the last 2 rebounds that Easterly's gotten under there, he's had big Adam Osborne right up on his back. Had him again that time, and no call, but they finally called the foul on Frierson, who's trying to slap it away.
4 on Kendrick Frierson, so 1 more, and he'll take an early exit. Vaughn across the timeline, dump off to Easterly. Easterly puts it up and good. Nobody coming up to stop Matt Vaughn, and by the time he gets down the middle of the lane, Easterly ends up wide open. He dumps it down to him, and it's a 14-point lead.
Well, we've seen that play made by Lanning and now by Vaughn, and Easterly finishing on both ends, so Riverdale going to have to do something to shore that up.
Montgomery down low to Cheesebrew. Cheesebrew spins against Vaughn, puts a shot up and good.
Cheesebrew can shoot it.
Well, no offense to Matt Vaughn, but he just overpowers Vaughn down low in the post.
Well, he's got too much height.
Manier throws it across, and there's a collision at midcourt between Lanning and Frierson, and if it's Frierson, he's gone.
And it's Frierson.
Well, that's 5 on him from my count.
Well, you did a good job, because that's 5 on him from the scoring table also.